Blew It. Definitely a comedic, definitely dark comedy. You can even call it maybe a campy dark comedy. Um, and I mean, this relationship is toxic. Very clear. You have this manipulative boyfriend and inappropriate, and he's throwing this brunch for her. But he's doing it all wrong. I mean, one, he doesn't invite any of her friends, which is just a sign of just the disrespect. It's like, how can I actually enjoy my birthday when I'm meeting all these people for the first time, and the person whose home you're throwing it at clearly has some disdain for me that I'm not understanding. What was so interesting and intriguing, and this was how they represented this overly sexualized party in a series of shots of people enjoying food in these sexually overt, explicit ways. Very interesting. It's just like there's so many ways you can eat something inappropriately that I was not aware of. And, this guy is clearly not taking into account what makes her comfortable. And he's valuing competing sexually with his friends over her feelings of comfort and her feelings of security within a relationship. And in the end, she almost gives into his desires despite her feelings, but luckily nature intervenes. And it just makes the cake scene so satisfying because of just the way the girl played into the mean girl character. You really, played into that villain so well that once she got the cake in the face, it was like, yeah, do that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the color schemes. To me, I feel like that's the feminine touch. It's those attention to details that most people would not think about, but me as a woman, I was drawn to the cream and the greens and the pinks and all those little details, even down from the nails to the eye polish to the decor to the decorations of these specific colorings, and almost made me wonder, okay, why, but is it green with envy? Like, what is the meaning? Like, are these colors representing sexual fragility, or I don't know, but it just seems so purposeful that I just don't think it means nothing. I don't think it's just, oh, I like these colors and I would be curious. But even the consistent touches of sexual innuendos within the decor, like the banana paintings and things like that, and just the decorations. But I felt so satisfied in the end when she left me, and it felt like this women empowerment story, and it just felt really earned and really deserved and really great.
This is for How I Blew It. This is such a clever title. I love the feeling of relief you can see at the end of this film in the main character, the ridiculousness of the situations at this birthday party, and the relatable script for a seemingly loving partner that lies behind this manipulation, psychological abuse, and it's just that feeling of having been there at some point. It's just amazingly relatable, and this casting was excellent. All great performances. I really enjoyed this and especially loved the ending.
How I Blew It. Of course, the title cracks me up because I love the play on words, and this definitely has a play on words in a couple of different ways. So that's really cool. I think, the main standout for me visually is the color scheme. So great set design, really thought out. It did make me wonder what the colors meant to some degree. I remember having that thought throughout too. I thought this was a really great point that is being made in an over-the-top way, a dark comedy kind of over the top. But I feel like it being so exaggerated was maybe reflecting sort of her feelings, the lead actress, how she was feeling, how everything can be sort of exaggerated too in our own minds because it's a crappy situation and you're wondering why you're putting up with it. It's sad that sometimes we think we need to give in to things or put up with things for someone that we don't even really understand why we're with them. And I think honestly, this was her getting to that point of accepting herself more than the person. getting to that point of, I do not like this situation. I do not like this person. Unfortunately, it took her a while to get there, but that sometimes happens in life. And I like that it was a female perspective, because I think, that's sometimes more a female thing that we do. Really good casting. I like the different types of characters, especially the lead female. I thought was a really great actress. She really carried this. Just really cool makeup, set design, fun music. Everything set the tone. I'm not usually a dark comedy fan, and this was felt kind of artsy too, with everything being so, all the desserts instead of it being an actual, meal. It was all these desserts, and of course everybody was just going at these desserts like it was all exaggerated sexually, and I think that was just to show her feeling of the whole situation, quite honestly, and what this guy wanted from her, and that's like all he wanted. So even though the script was exaggerated and the food and all of that, it was all for, a good purpose, and I really like that a lot. And we definitely get our satisfactory ending. And yeah, I thought it was really good and fun, and good job.
I really loved the visuals in the short film. The color coordination, the costumes, the food shots, even the jewelry. Just, there's so much going on visually that's really enjoyable, like a lush Instagram campaign for something that they're selling. And I think it just adds to the story in a really great way. The story was really creative, I thought, and definitely entertaining. I liked the direction that it was going in, and I think that the visuals really went hand in hand with the plot.
How I Blew It, I think that was a very clever title, with the, with this film in general, with what's going on. I think it was a really satisfying ending for what is like a really frustrating relationship to watch on stage. I think you did a great job of over-exaggerating moments to make like a very clear point thematically, and it's not too much. Like it makes a lot of sense with the piece, and it also makes the ending so much more satisfying to watch as well. I think you created this really compelling female character and this like douche of a guy, and that's what I want to see more of in media. So you did a great job with that. But overall, this was a really interesting piece. I think color scheme was really interesting. It was really bright and like brought you in. And overall, it was a really interesting piece to watch. And I'm happy with the ending. Yeah, overall, really, really well done piece. Great pacing. And yeah, very, very well done.
I really liked How I Blew It. I thought it was haunting and funny at the same time. You talk about dark comedy. Yeah, this is an example of how to do dark comedy well, because it was like haunting and harrowing would be a word, but also kind of funny in a tragic way. I thought that the main actress was exceptional. Everybody did great, but she was exceptional. I really liked the colors, the use of color with the green and red. The really, really vibrant color palette for this film, which speaks to strong direction and strong production design. Great choices, great writing, and overall really well done. So good job.